Lord de Cosillon! The coin guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all of this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
Minister! The coin guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Last minute poison on my blade!
Then let's go! We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, Promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You were dear to me as well.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done for me.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
Keep in mind, the Lady Mirange is also on the list of people who are supposed to be assassinated.
In that case, we should find her at once. Her abode is very close to the palace.
And you will have to find a way to warn the rest of the governors.
We will meet with the messengers at the northern and eastern gate on our way, so that they can depart for Hikmet and San Mateus immediately.
Thank you for warning us, Kurt. Without you, I dare not imagine what would have happened to our city.
I am very grateful to you, my child. If it weren't for you, all our work on this island could have been lost.
Torsten has no honor. I had no choice but to stop him.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men, I suppose.
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed and they pay very well.
And so you are prepared to betray your prince and country for a few coins? Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because the guard failed to take this city? Do you know the punishment reserved for traitors?
Very well, Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
Oh, cigar. Want armour that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
See if you can ward off this fate! May the shadow engulf!
Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency. I'll leave immediately.
Lady Moange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place where we could take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
The commandant must be in his upstairs quarters.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities. In the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We'll worry about the others later.
Sorry, Your Excellency. I know you've paid your entry fee, but this is a special night. My orders are not to let anyone in.
What if I paid you a supplement for your good services?
Very well, you can come in. I hope I won't be in trouble.
I regret, my lord, we are closed this evening. Come back another day.
I'm not here to tempt my luck. Are you in charge?
That's right, what do you want from me?
From you? Nothing. We are here to arrest the commander's lieutenants.
Is that right? Now this ought to be good. And for what crime would that be?
You know very well. For high treason.
Oh, and you think that my men are just gonna let you, without so much as blinking an eye?
Kurt?
The real question is why would they stand up for an egotistical vermin like yourself? Who, for his personal advancement, would condemn the rest of us to an eternity on this isle? Cut off from the world, without supplies, and surrounded by furious islanders. What a great idea. Come on now, give yourself up, imbecile. Only you and your companions are crazy enough to believe such a plan had legs.
Sorry, Lieutenant, but Kurt is making sense.
Soldiers! Ready weapons! We are under attack!
We have been sent by the governor Constantin Dossé. Your lieutenant is accused of high treason for having participated in an attempted coup d'etat. As you can see for yourselves, the attempt failed. Are you also ready to be accused of treason because of your loyalty to your lieutenant?
I doubt it. I'm sure they're gonna make the wise decision. Isn't that right, Dieter?
You give your word that we'll suffer no repercussions if we lay down arms?
You have my word.
Very well. We are dropping our weapons, soldiers. That dog's hide doesn't deserve our sacrifice.
Maybe enlighten protect me.
What are you doing here? Who let you in? I demand an explanation.
It seems that your men are a little distracted this evening, Lieutenant. It is understandable, with all that's been going on. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary. And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
There's poison on my blade! Let's go! arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
He's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp and drew his own conclusions.
But what are you doing here? Civilians are not allowed to enter the compound. Lay down your arms and surrender!
That's not happening.
Maybe a mercy protect me in this battle! A bit of poison on my brain!
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of! Come here, you pathetic dog!
The game is over for you, Commander.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the Commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
The Governor Buren thanks you as well. Your message was instrumental in stopping Hikmet and our research falling into the hands of those brutes.
It is my dear cousin that you should thank, my lady. I was told that you were able to catch the commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They're going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain and we're yet to discover a cure. Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
If I may, your highness, we have the best physicians in the world. It shouldn't stop Father Petrus from praying for a miracle. It can't do any harm.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Teer are prey for the malichor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went. If this healer is as skilled as our pretty little sapling here says, then we need to see him right away.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Karantz, do you need something?
How did you know that those missionaries were lying? After all, given the situation, your mother could have wanted to form an alliance.
I knew my mother well. We were close. She would never have renounced her beliefs to forge an alliance.
I understand. However, couldn't she have renounced it in the hope of protecting her daughters?
Perhaps. But she knew us just as well as we knew her. And she knew that we'd rather die in battle than renounce our beliefs. Anything else?
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, they're linked to the fact that Iseld is not on Olmenawi. When we were little, we were perfectly identical. But our tempers were always different.
I have no trouble believing it. And I'm glad that out of the two sisters, it's the gentler one who is by my side now.
Gentler? Really? The lion soldier on the battlefield would not have agreed. Anything else?
What do you intend to do now? Will you become the doneigada of your clan again?
I will most likely do it, but not now. I still have a lot to discover by your side.
I hope that you do not feel constrained to do so. I would completely understand if you had to go back to your people.
You are a noble-hearted man, and a true Olmenawi. Do not worry. I'm not staying because I feel constrained to do so, but because I like being with you all. And especially with you. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Greenblood, my friend. Glad to see you. I'd like to talk to you about something.
I'm listening.
Remember that note we found in Rolf's office?
Of course. The one that said the recruits had been sent to different governors?
Yes. It was signed with a name I'm familiar with. Herman. Somebody I'd hoped never to cross paths with again. He was the one who founded the camp we closed. And believe me, he has done an incredible amount of damage to the Guard. I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he's done. I know that he's in San Mateus.
This quest for revenge isn't only about what happened to Raynor and the others, is it? Very well. You can count on me. What do you plan to do?
Major Herman is posted in San Mateus. He's part of the Red Sun Regiment now. He's loyal to Torsten, but kept his head down when the coup was dismantled.
Isn't denouncing him enough? He'll be put to death for high treason.
The Guard's reputation has suffered enough from Torsten's scheming. And he has connections in high places. I'm sure he has many supporters.
What are you getting at? Are you going to kill him yourself? If he's well connected, the Mother Cardinal will surely hear about it, and I doubt she'd be pleased.
I know. That's the whole problem. We need to get rid of him without anyone finding out.
Remember that we are talking about San Mateus. We should get rid of your major in broad daylight.
What kind of twisted scheme have you come up with now, old fox?
We need to ensure that he falls into the hands of the Ordo Luminous. They love burning people at the stake. And they don't care too much about who ends up in the flames.
The Inquisitor isn't very fond of us. I doubt we'd be able to convince him.
Haven't I taught you anything, my child? Every man has his weaknesses, including Aloysius. I could help you convince him if you'd like.
I hate those burnings. But Herman, he may be the only one who really deserves it. We'll need to find him, though. And he's been keeping a low profile since the coup failed.
And we've already seen to what extent the law of silence has on the Guard.
We need help. Our new commander might be able to tell us who to turn to. She knows everybody.
All right then. Agreed. Let's start by going to see her.
De Sardet, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
De Sardet, I'm happy to... Can I do anything?
I must leave you.
Ah, Your Excellency, I'm glad to see you. It seems there has been an unexpected development. The manager of the tavern came to find me. He complained of supply problems on the island, and a customs sergeant who is seizing his shipments from the continent. Clearly, neither we nor the palace gave any such orders.
You suspect that these seizures are being used to supply the contraband?
It's the only logical answer.
And you wonder if Egon is involved? Very well. I will find out. No, thank you. Hello, Commander.
Lord de Sardet. And Kurt, I believe I should be thanking you for my nomination.
It is your upright and honorable nature that won you this post, not I. Perhaps sometime in the future you'll curse me for having suggested your name.
I hope not. How can I be of service to you?
You seem to know Kurt well.
If you're expecting her to tell you some nasty little secrets, it might be best if I head away.
Don't say such silly things, Kurt. You know I only have good things to say about you. We have known each other a long time, and we have fought together. I think we have been brought closer by the ideals of the Guard. A mercenary guild, certainly, but for whom honor and loyalty are not empty words. Some would tell you that we're past it, that our vision is too naive and idealistic. Perhaps that's true. But I do not mind fighting and risking my life for what I believe is right. Kurt, too. Anything else?
We are here to talk to you about a document we found in the training camp.
A letter, signed by Major Herman. He's behind all of this, Sieglinder.
Herman. Kurt, this is personal now. When will this story be finished? I could court-martial him, but you know how much certain people support him.
I know. He'd probably get away with it. Everyone loves the heroic Major. No, we thought of another way. The Ordo Luminis.
You want to have them burned as heretics?
If he'd been caught as Torsten's accomplice, he would have been drawn and quartered. Do you think that's any less painful?
I don't know if you came to look for my help or my blessing. You have both. But promise me that you'll stop seeking vengeance after this.
You have my word. We just need your help to find Herman. He's been hiding since the failed coup.
And you need help in the San Mateus barracks. Talk to the corporal in charge of the prisons. I know him well. He's loyal. He's from the old school. If he can help you, he will.
It seems to me that the Ordo Luminis keeps its prisoners in the prisons of the Guard.
In fact, if you want to avoid drawing too much attention to yourself, you could bring Herman there directly. I'll write you a letter for the corporal. Here you go.
Thank you for doing this for me, Sieglinder.
You're welcome. And don't forget your promise, Kurt.
What do you want now?
What can you tell me about the Ordo Luminis?
Our order is very ancient. It was founded by Saint Gregorius, one of the disciples of St. Matthias.
One of those who didn't accompany him on his journey, it seems.
That's true. Gregorius was chosen to be the guardian of Thélème, keeper of the souls of the believers. And we have taken up the torch. Our role is to watch over the purity of men's souls. We need to make sure that their heart wholly belongs to the light of the enlightened. Anything else?
What do you think about the missionary orders?
I suppose they are useful, but they partake too much in politics for my taste. They should find satisfaction enough in bringing the faith of the enlightened to the souls of these savages. Anything else?
I'm surprised that the Ordo Luminus has such a presence on the island.
Wherever there are people, we must be present to tirelessly chase away the demons. This island is full of naive savages who worship streams and raise statues to demons. We must make them see the error of their ways and bring them back into the light of the divine. Anything else?
We have come to discuss something that concerns you.
Really? I'm listening.
We would like to draw your attention to a man who has confessed to terrible crimes.
Has he professed heresy? Venerated one of the demonic creatures worshipped by the savages?
Not exactly. He's responsible for many deaths, and was one of Torsten's supporters.
Who, as you know, was planning to overthrow your governor and take her place.
These truly are crimes. But they have nothing to do with the Ordo Luminus. You should denounce this man to our governor. I'm sure she'll be happy to have him drawn and quartered.
Unfortunately, this man has friends in high places. I doubt that we'll be able to convince the Mother Cardinal.
Politics. The curse of our society. I approve of your quest for justice, and I will help you as much as I can. I can't have your man publicly arrested without raising too many questions. But if you arrange for him to come to one of our jails discreetly, I'll make sure justice is delivered. The felon will receive the punishment he deserves on behalf of the glorious enlightened.
May he always keep you in his divine blessing, Aloysius. You will soon find this man in your jail.
Anything else?
Nothing. It's all right.
Remember that the enlightened is always watching you.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our brothers.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Sir, Commander Zieglander wrote this letter to you.
I wasn't expecting that. Even though I never really liked the Major, the Commander is asking me to do all I can to assist you in your mission. So, what can I do for you?
We're looking for the Major. We know that he was posted here.
Yes, and officially he still is. But I haven't seen him for some time. Following the coup, he was probably expecting us to go after him. The only people he may have told about his hiding place are his lieutenants. Those two are his henchmen.
I see. Well, we'll just have to go and interrogate them.
If we bring him to you, can you make sure he ends up in an Ordo Luminous jail?
Do you want to condemn him to the stake? That's a bit extreme. Listen, I can lock him up, but you'll have to find a way to keep my men from seeing him.
Why is that?
All the guards in the city know the Major. If they see him brought here, they'll want to know why. And they will surely take it out on the Inquisition, which could end badly.
You're not wrong, Corporal. What do you suggest?
If you bring me some sleeping potions, I could put the whole lot of them to sleep. When they wake up, they'll be ashamed of having slept through their watch. But that's better than spilling blood. Exactly. Come see me when you have enough. Anything else?
So you need sleeping potions, is that right?
Exactly. Come see me when you have enough. Anything else?
We should go.
Goodbye. Yes? What can I do for you?
So you need sleeping potions, is that right?
Yes, to put my men to sleep. That would seem the best way of doing it.
Perfect. And then?
When you have your man, let me know, and I'll do the rest. Anything else?
We should go.
Goodbye.
Now that everything is ready, we should go find these lieutenants.
Soldiers! Everyone outside, that's an order!
But, Captain, with all due respect, you're not in our regiment.
We're supposed to stay here, Captain. We must guard the barracks.
I believe that the rank of Captain of the Guard counts regardless of regiment soldiers. Especially when the said captain reports directly to Commander Sieglinder.
If it's an order from the commander, we better obey, guys.
Oh, sorry, Captain. We didn't mean to disobey you. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
You're far from your regiment, Captain. What do you want?
We're looking for Major Herman. I was told you'd know where to find him.
The Major? He must be on a mission somewhere.
Don't play dumb with me, Lieutenant. I'd be sorry to see you arrested as an accomplice.
Listen, Captain. We really don't know what you're talking about. As for your threats, you're not our superior. You're not part of our regiment.
Yet we're here with your new commander's blessing. The Major is accused of treason. You'd better tell us where to find him.
Lies. The Major is a righteous man. We'd give our lives for him.
Really? Let's see you do it.
May the Almighty protect me in this battle!
So, are you finally ready to tell us where we can find Herman?
We'll never tell you anything.
Stop! You might be ready to die for him, but I'm not. He's in a warehouse, on the port.
The traitor is probably getting ready to leave the island. What do you want to do with these two, Kurt?
Lieutenants, you're under arrest for now. Go to the commander. She'll decide what to do with you.
At your orders, Captain.
Let's find the Major before he escapes.
Here he is!
What the... Kurt? It's been so long. How did you find me?
Does that really matter, Major? You're finally gonna pay for all your evil, your treachery, and your schemes.
Come with us, Major Herman.
If you think I'm gonna give up without a fight, you're wrong. Soldiers! Seize them!
May the Almighty protect me in this battle! Do not push my blade!
And let's go!
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
No. What?
You shouldn't be surprised. After all, I owe my talents to you.
Let's lock him up. The Inquisitor will do the rest. Kurt, are you all right?
Yes. Better than ever. You cannot even imagine how much I hated that piece of filth.
What did he do to you?
As you may have guessed, I suffered the same treatment as Reyna. The only difference is that I survived, and there's even more. Believe me, I'm glad that these memories went up in flames along with that bastard. Thank you, Green Blood. Thank you for helping me as I go through all this. I'll never forget it. Green Blood, my friend. Do you need something? He brought some memories back. I was a bit like him at his age, and I felt responsible for his well-being. After all, I recruited him. Why? Don't tell me you're jealous of this poor kid.
No, not at all. It's more personal. It's important to me that I get to know you better.
That's kind. I'm sorry I made that stupid comment. This whole matter makes me nervous. I should have known that you were far too subtle to feel like that. Anything else?
Karantz, do you need something?
I've never heard you talk about... What happened?
He was my mother. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
I need to speak with you, my child.
Yes, Petrus. What is it?
I've come up with a plan to put what we've learned about the Mother Cardinal to use.
Do tell.
You will have to take part in a fight in the arena, and we must make sure that the odds are high. To do this, you'll have to face a champion. This will lure her in.
That would effectively raise the odds, but the risk is they'll bet against me.
That may be the case, but the highest bets are based on the exact time of the defeat.
I see. We are going to make the Mother Cardinal believe that I will lose at a specific time.
And by doing so, you'll win something bigger than a fight.
This will make her lose a considerable amount.
Exactly. I've even taken measures to make sure her usual moneylender is unavailable. Without knowing it, she will come to me looking for gold in order to place her bet.
And she will be at our mercy. Is this how you settle scores in Thélème?
This is how all scores are settled, my child. Or on the battlefield. But that's much dirtier. So, what do you say?
It's a complicated plan, but an effective one. Let's put it in motion.
Let's go back to the St. Matthias bookmaker. Your skills seem to interest him.
De Sardet, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Glad to see you, my friend. Can I do anything for you?
I must leave you.
Green Blood, my friend. Do you need something?
Do you two know each other?
A little bit of both. I wouldn't have willingly chosen him to be my comrade. And yet he was. And he was always picking at me to make sure that he was the best. The strongest and the most appreciated. I suppose we all have someone like this in our past. Did you not experience that with Constantine?
Perhaps. But keep that to yourself, if you would. What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
You were, and I think you still are, his only friend. The court has not been kind to him.
And this journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
And if memory serves, thanks to you, he wasn't even punished. You really are the friend everyone dreams of having.
Would that be a hint of jealousy, Kurt? You'd like to be the one making sparks admit it.
Anything else?
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
Yes. For the first time, I feel free to do so.
Did my charm make you change your mind?
I must admit that I still find it difficult to believe that someone as gracious as you may have found an interest in someone like me. But nothing would make me happier. Anything else?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And these memories I hold dear. You've always been extraordinary, Greenblood. But I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility. That didn't leave us much time for friendship.
What about now?
Now? I hope that we'll have more time. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Karans, do you need something?
Sardet, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything?
Don't hesitate to have a rummage around. Goodbye. Don't hesitate to... Goodbye. May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing. Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products are a blessing from the Enlightened.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
I want to challenge the champion of the arena.
A champion? Really? Now, you were asking about Candy Cane. It wouldn't be him that sent you here by any chance.
No, no one has sent me. I'm looking to make a reputation for myself.
Ah, that sounds better. It's true, you have talent, and the public does like you. Let me think. There's Briscard, one of our old champions. It's been a while since he fought, but he did ask me to set something up for him. He's not a youngster anymore, but his name is known. And he's a killer, I'm warning you.
This Briscard sounds like the perfect opponent.
A deal! I'll work on getting things ready for the combat and line up the betting. Until then, make sure you're ready. It'll be a duel, your friends will need to stay in their seats. As soon as you're ready, you'll just need to go and see the arena master.
We should go and see Candy Cane so he can set up our deal. So when you win, she will lose her bet. Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Quesi! Get out! Who do you think you are to defoil our ritual? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Teer. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself, and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Sardet. I have come looking for you to ask for your help.
I greet you, doneigada. We are so sorry to have interrupted your ritual. But my friend truly needs your advice.
Don't excuse yourself. Are you the daughter of Bladned? Are you not a doneigada as well?
It is true. But my powers of healing are far less powerful than your own.
And you travel with a mind shaker. Strange trio.
I am Bishop Petrus, but I am not a mind shaker. A missionary. Why, pray tell, are you asking?
There are people wearing the same insignia that pass their time troubling the minds of my people.
Missionaries? I was not aware. I'm only here to accompany my friend, I assure you.
He is not a bad man, doneigada, even if his beliefs are foreign and strange.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness. The malichor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
The symptoms of its victims start with severe headaches and nausea. Their blood becomes effectively darker and more viscous. The veins become visible. In the end, the victim weakens and dies. We have not, as of yet, found a treatment.
We've never seen the ailing touched by such a sickness. And I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Teer, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave, and must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me, don't they?
Well then, tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these moin shakers began arriving. They wanted to convert everyone and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded. But the moin shakers remained.
And it was also at that time the Tenland started to attack. It is not their way to do as such.
There are many wounded, and recently many have gone missing. We must discover from where these monsters come.
I can try and talk sense into the missionaries, perhaps with the help of Bishop Petrus. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do. But I need more information.
Our master hunter, or the families of the Taken, could most likely help you.
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany us. The days are burning like very thin candles.
Do not worry. If you see to the concerns of my village, I will be most happy to accompany you.
Let's go and see this Master Hunter. He may be able to explain all there is to learn about these attacks. Good day. Are you the Master Hunter?
Bear Teer to Madre, I say. I am indeed one and the same person. What do you want of me?
The doneigada, Katasach, spoke to me about the animal attacks. Can you tell me more?
The Tenlands have been angered. They are very angry. The beasts have always lived here. But they only attack if we tread near their nest. Of late, they attack on sight. There have been many wounded, and some of our young have even disappeared. It may be that the Tenlands killed them, but it is also possible they followed the missionaries.
What can you tell me about the Tenlands?
They are normally very peaceful creatures, very calm, but who defend their young with fury. During the attacks, I noticed that they were not all the same. Not all from the same nest.
What do you mean?
That the other beasts don't come from here, but from other places. And that they are coming more and more often.
Were there many victims?
Many wounded. Thanks to the healing powers of the doneigada, they survived. But the attacks happen more and more often. And they come with greater fury. I try to chase them away, to destroy any nests that I found, but still, more of them come. And now our children disappear. The stress alone could kill our village.
Can you tell me who the children are?
A young fisherman and a gatherer. You will find the sister of the woman and the brother of the man in the village.
I will go and see them. I believe I can help you in your fight against the Tenlands. How would you advise me to go about it?
You must destroy their nests. It's sad, but the only way to stop their numbers growing. There are most likely 3 around here. I can point you in the direction to one that I discovered. I would have taken care of it, but my village cannot spare my presence here. I must keep watch. I did not find the 2 others. Some in the village may know where to find them.
And how would I go about destroying the nests?
You must burn them and kill the dominant one, or else they will build again. We see them especially at dawn. After that, we no longer see them. But be careful, Renaxe. The night belongs to the Tenlands. That is when they are most awake. Going out at night is very dangerous.
I thank you for your advice. We shall go and destroy these nests come dawn. Isn't it odd that these creatures who are normally passive have become so aggressive?
Yes. Yes. This has never happened in my lifetime.
What do you know? Speak. Lives are at risk.
I do not speak of things I am not sure of. The Renaigse, like you, do not understand the bond we have with nature.
Is there anything that we might be able to do for you?
Besides destroying their nests and fighting the Tenlands, do you know the art of crafting weapons? Our artisan was among the wounded, and my weapon is broken.
I can try to repair it.
Here, in this condition, it is of no use to me at all.
What do you know about the missionaries?
The Mind Shakers? They came here before the attacks of the Tenlands and buzz around us like flies. They speak of light, of demons, and the soul. Their words make little sense. All that they want is for us to join their village, and that we serve them as if they were Teer. They want to make us Renaigse. They want to sever our bond with our lands. Their words do not touch those old enough to understand. But the young are sometimes swayed and listen. They follow them to their Eden village. And they become their servants. Their bond is cut.
Have you tried to fight them?
No. But some have fought. Because they treat the young girls badly. I think if not for the attacks, no one would have turned to them and their light. But hope fled our village. And the weak of courage have doubts and listen to their lies.
It sounds as if the attacks began at a timely moment for the missionaries. Look, I really need you to tell me what you know about the cause of these attacks.
I regret I cannot speak words about something you would not understand. And as you say, it is only an intuition.
I must be going. Katasach advised us to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the Tenlands have built their nests. Good day. My name is de Sardet, from the congregation. I've been told that someone dear to you has disappeared.
Yes, my little brother. He left to go fishing, like every day, and he did not return.
Your doneigada asked me to help you. Any information you can give me will be very useful.
This is true? I hope your words to be heartfelt. My insides are twisting in fear that my brother is lost.
Can you describe your brother for me?
He is young, rather tall and strong. The girls find him handsome. He is such a nice boy, but he is wild off the tether, and often his curiosity gets him in trouble.
Can you tell me more precisely when he disappeared, where, and under what circumstances?
It was 2 days past. I saw him leave to go fishing, as he was often to do.
And you cannot remember anything out of the ordinary?
No, he was full of joy, full of life. I am so worried about him.
Did your brother have any enemies?
No, I can't think of anyone who would plant strangleweeds in his garden. Perhaps a youthful rivalry. He didn't get along particularly well with the Master Hunter, but it was nothing serious. Perhaps the missionaries. He did get into a fight with them, but they surely wouldn't have taken him.
It's still a lead. Was he close to anyone?
He has been dreamy and more joyful than usual. Those are the signs of someone stricken with love. But he no longer wants to share secrets with me. He told me that he has grown beyond the shadow of his brother. And the birds in his branches are his.
What do you think most likely happened to him?
He could have come face to face with Tenlands. They've become angry of late, but he knew how to avoid them. He might have had a run-in with the Mindshakers as well. He got into a fight with them a while back, because of a young girl in our village.
You think the missionaries might have sought vengeance?
I don't know, but he might have went to find them in their village. He bears no good feelings towards them.
I will go and see. Maybe they can tell me more. Could you tell me about the missionaries?
The Mindshakers. They came here to take us to a marvelous village. They said it was a perfect place, where all is shining in light, and where there is no danger.
Their words seem to have been to your liking.
A place full of peace is a dream. Here we must fight to survive, since the Tenlands have grown angry. And now their stories of light are difficult to imagine. It seems like a beautiful place, though. But my brother fought with them. They gave trouble to a young girl, one of his friends. He told me that these Mindshakers were liars, that they were hurting the more innocent young. I don't really know what to think. If they took them, could you tell them to give them back? There is no fair trade for our children.
This story about the fight compels me to at least ask them some questions. What can you tell us about the Tenlands?
They are beasts that live near water, rivers or coasts. In all our memories, only if you approach their nests do they anger and attack. But lately...
Yes, Kadasak told me they attacked the villagers. Could you point me in the direction of their nest?
I know where to find one, but there are certainly more. My brother should not have left the village alone. But for a while now, he does not share my fears for him.
I must be leaving. Good day. I've been sent here by your doneigada. He asked me to help you.
I hope he is right, and that you are not like the Mind Shakers. My sister has gone missing.
It is for that very reason that I'm here. To attempt to find her or to understand what has happened.
Then I will tell you what I know.
Your sister, what does she look like?
She is a very beautiful young woman. Kind and sweet. I miss her so very much.
Is she very careful? Does she know she should be wary of the beasts?
Oh yes, she knows it very well. But she has been star-eyed of late. And the stars make you forget all caution.
How long has she been missing?
2 nights have gone by since. She told me that she was going to gather berries. It was early in the day, but she never returned. I called for her from the edge of the village, in vain, and the Tenlands were roaming.
Do you know where she usually goes picking?
Certainly, in the clearing. We find a great many berries there.
Is there anyone in the village that might want to harm her?
No, everyone loves her. Maybe a little too much.
Why do you say that?
She is beautiful and young. The Mind Shakers took notice. And the boys of the village did as well.
What do you think has likely happened?
She might have been attacked by the Tenlands. But it was early, and they come out mostly at night.
You think it might have been something else?
I hope. Even if it is a strange hope. Perhaps she was taken by the Mind Shakers. They were pestering her the other day. They behaved without respect. A boy intervened and chased them off.
But you think that they might have captured her when she was outside of the village? That merits inspection. Was your sister fond of a young fisherman who also disappeared by any chance?
They have known each other since they were little. Like all the children of the village, they have always been friends.
Only friends?
Yes. He defended her when the Mind Shakers wanted to take her. But she is promised to another.
I couldn't care less about her reputation. An engagement can be broken. If you know anything at all...
I have told you all I know. My sister is certainly wounded somewhere, or taken by the Mind Shakers.
Very well. Time to get on with my investigations. Tell me about the Tenlands, about their attacks.
Before, I only very rarely came across the beasts. We knew their nesting grounds and kept clear of them. But now they are everywhere and they attack everyone. They've even been known to come as close as the clearing where we pick berries. Very far from their favorite grounds.
Do you know how to fight them?
No, I am not a fighter. If you want such advice, ask the Master Hunter.
Very well. I will go and investigate this clearing. Perhaps they've built a nest nearby.
It is possible, because before there was never one near there.
Could you tell me anything about the missionaries?
They are monosynaig. They think that they can take anything they desire.
What do you mean?
They came to our beautiful village. They wanted to take away our young people. Many heard their words and left. We never saw them again. But I saw how they treated my sister. I believe that they take the young to serve them. They wanted to take my sister like that, as if she were a tool. And if it were not for the young fisherman...
The one who's also missing?
Yes. He was very brave. I hope they didn't hurt her to avenge their pride.
I'm going to have to go and speak with them. I must leave now. Here is your weapon. It has been made new.
Thank you. You have given it back its purpose. It belonged to my master before me, and you have understood its nature. It may be that you are more on Almanawi than Renaitse, and that you will one day see as we. During my walks, I saw a great Tenlan of clear skin. The others seemed to follow him. I felt that he called them, that he fed them rage, and that his place is not here.
Why didn't you try to kill it?
He is very strong, and the others protect him. I was only able to track him to his lair, a cavern. I placed traps all around it, but all were avoided. He is clever.
You say he doesn't have his place here. What do you mean?
That he was brought here to attract the others and make them rage. By men, the Renaig say. But I cannot prove this. That is why I did not wish to voice these thoughts. I feel it, nothing more.
The brother of the young fisherman told me that you do not get along.
We have had arguments from time to time, but they were of no importance. This boy is too quick to anger. He does not have the calm of a good hunter of fish.
And you didn't try to rid yourself of him?
Of course not. None of our kind would do such a thing.
I must be going. A basket full of berries and a trap full of fish. All of it scattered and half-eaten by beasts. Our two lost souls were here together. They must have been attacked, or they wouldn't have left these behind. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find their trail. That cavern seems home to some creatures. Let's be wary. It could very well be the lair of that great Tenlan the hunter spoke of. is older than the others. Judging by his clothing, he was a missionary. The two others are more recent, a man and a woman. Our missing couple, no doubt. They were dragged here and devoured alive. What a tragic fate. I cannot believe that these missionaries used such a ruse to achieve their goals. 2 youths died because of them.
Now you understand why some of us fight against the doneigada. Their words are always sweet, but all they bring is death.
Believe me, this is as horrifying to me as it is to you.
And we wonder why the natives have a bad opinion of us.
Let's return to the village. Their families need to be informed.
On my blade. Let's go!
The hunter told me that I would find a nest in this area. should come back later. It is dawn. The idea. I must kill the dominant, destroy the rest.
If you want to cast more spells. Let's see if you can ward off this.
We are near water, in the area the fisherman's brother mentioned. A nest must be close to here.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Watch out! Grenade! May the shadow engulf our enemy!
It is dawn, the ideal moment. I must kill the dominant one before destroying the nest.